Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm going to be reacting to One Piece episode 1149. So I don't really got much to say about last episode. I will say that I finally went back and watched the 3 episodes I didn't react to in the past 10, which was 1142, 1143, and 1146, I believe. So yeah, there were definitely some sweet animated sequences that while watching I was like, damn, I wish I did react to this. But I'm pretty sure I didn't because I did not have the time when it aired, especially 1143. And yeah, I think something I said for last episode, I think it was like, I'm not sure if Robin is hearing Stella's transmission because we see her react with and she has the basically the headphone thingies on. But yeah, 1142 makes it clear that yes, if you have the headphones on, you can hear the transmission, as we see with Sanji. Since she says like, why am I hearing your voice here? I guess that means you're okay. And Luffy also takes that to mean that Stella is okay. So yeah, if only I watched those sooner, I would not have been confused about that last episode. But you know, now we're here and now I know. Like yeah, I could have checked the manga, but I just really wanted to watch those episodes. So yeah, there was also like that moment with uh, Stussy basically saying to Edison that she's gonna stay. But you know that's we're gonna get a scene that's gonna expand on that better on this episode. So that's fine that I didn't react to it. But yeah, more so just animation moments that made me go like, whoa. Like especially that one scene with Luffy using red rock for the second time ever on. But I don't remember all of the like. When I see their forms, I have a hard time remembering the names. But the earthworm elder, and then also like when Luffy grabs that freaking building and just chucks it at his mouth. But yeah, I think that's all I gotta say. There might have been something more, but I should have written it down instead of just like trusting that I would remember. Hopefully, I remember before I finish the video. But anyway, I'm at 1 minute and 41 seconds. Repeat, 1 minute and 41 seconds. Let's start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Mm. Yeah. Ooh. I like the art style here. Right, the moment when Edison just jumped into the barrier and Lilith was crying for him. I really like that one. Like, it really hits more hearing Lilith's voice. Hmm. Oh, so sad. She really like thinks all there is to herself is just being a copy of someone else. She doesn't realize that she's already so much more. It's been a minute since we heard this OST. Hmm. I really like the lighting here. Oh, okay, let's go. Oh, okay. Oh, that was clean. Yeah, that's so disrespectful. Grabbing his tail. Oh, oh, Frankie. Go ahead. Oh, yo, the background art there was great. It almost looked like a painting. Oh, oh, yo, look at this. The whole episode so far has been looking so crisp. Oh, they did that double spread justice. Hello? Excuse me? That almost looked like, oh, I forget what it's called, but glass, um, painting. Oh, yep. Yo, this was an insane reveal. Najika's looking hella pale. Nah, no, not doing my girl like this. They usurped her. 20? 200. I knew it had a 2 and a 0, but it needed another 0. Oh, Dalton. Oh, it's uh, the girl from Baroque Works with the paint power. Shut up, man. It would not happen naturally. Wow. Oh, the music. Ooh. Oh, we did not get an eye catcher. Oh, Kosa. Oh, we actually get a hair color for Lily, and it is the same as BB's. Oh, yeah, maybe someday. Yo, the way Stussy is looking here, it's just really giving me like a movie 6 vibes. Oh, okay, we're getting this moment here. Mm. Oh, yo, the direction here. Oh, I love this. Mm. Oh, so many crackers. Laboon, Crocus. Mm. Yeah, understandable. She'd think that. Oh, oh, damn. Yep. Damn, she figured it out. Yeah, that's such a cool frame. Do we continue? Oh. Oh. Oh, this music. Hmm. Such an interesting scene. I'm gonna I'm gonna check real quick because they definitely did more than one chapter this time around as well. No, 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 not at nine. More than nine. I thought I feel so good and I thought even more. So go no boys and girls. So go no boys and girls. Run, 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 run. Mo ikai. Mo iyo. No way. Okay. So yeah, they did So like they adapted from like page 6 of 1115 all the way to to the end of the next chapter 1116. And honestly, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, like, thank goodness they did it like this, because yeah, I totally had forgotten how really short these chapters are. Like, especially 1116 is like 12 pages, and 1114 that was covered, or yeah, I think all of 1114 was covered last episode. Also had 13 pages, so yeah, it would warrant doing more than one chapter. But it seems like the next one, 1117, seems to be to the regular 17 pages, so they'll probably only do one again. But yeah, I loved the look of this episode. Just the way that the character designs looked, especially on the Stussy scenes. But also I noticed them in like you know Ethan Barron versus everyone else there. Just the way that just how should I say it? Like the character designs are just very. They become very simplistic to become like super malleable, but not to the point that it feels like they're like really off model. But they can really, change the shapes of the characters to fit with the action that they want them to, a lot more than sticking with the more uh, strict way that the character's design is supposed to look like. But I'd say especially that scene where Edison is telling Stussy to run and apologizing for having basically, making her betray her friends in CP0. Especially Kaku, who I do genuinely believe saw her as a friend. It straight up looked like a movie there. Like, I think the way she was drawn there, and it seemed like it was just her because Edison and I don't think Kaku were. But the way that she was drawn, it felt very in the Kagenashi style. And what that means is like basically there's no shadows at all on her. So it just gives her like a very unique way of looking. And I think they only do it on her because of the inner struggle that she's feeling. And also that like fish islands that we get when Edison says you really care about them and us, but still you helped us. Yeah, man, it's a scene like scenes like this that really made me get attached to Stussy and really appreciate the emotional side of her character. Like at the beginning when she says, I don't know who to live for anymore. Now that, you know, Estella is not here. And you really feel for her because it does seem like her whole life she's just always been able to fall and rely on him for what to do. I mean, she was on Cypherpunk for so long because of being a spy for Stella. He's basically been her dad. And she's like, he's the one that has been giving me a purpose to be here and do everything that I do, basically. So now that he's not here, what is my purpose? Which I love by the next scene we see her. Edison tells her it's only human to wrestle within our conflict. You can do whatever you like, but promise me you'll survive. After all, this is your life, not Stella's. You gotta start living it for yourself and no one else. Yeah, you might have started as a copy of someone else, but all your experiences and feelings are what makes you you. And they're not similar to the person that you were cloned from, You are not replaceable. Which I love for the themes of this arc as well, What makes something or someone real. And as we can see, Stussy more than clearly has her own soul. So yeah, I really like her. And I love how, even though, it's not a lot of screen time, but the little we do get, it's really impactful. And yeah, like, she was basically gonna try and sacrifice herself because she saw no reason to keep on living. But Edison basically said, there is. There is value in you continuing living. Not simply because Stella would want you to, but because you do have the right. You are human just like any other that was born in this planet. But yeah, big things happening. Not everyone is believing what Vegapunk is saying, but regardless, the information is there. I do like how Bibi just kept on shutting Morgan's up. She knows this is very valuable information, and you gotta listen to it regardless of what opinion you may have afterwards. Also, that moment where we see Vegapunk apologizing, saying, I was complicit in the taking of numerous lives. I feel personally responsible. I'm truly sorry. And it's like, well, yeah, it's not like he's the one who made the decision. to basically nuke Lucia out of existence. But he made something in a naive desire that it would be used in a more humanitarian way, and it wasn't. So, in that regard, he is, complicit, even if that was never his intention. Actually, though, I haven't watched the movie, but I imagine that, the Oppenheimer vibes. But yeah, like, it's not. Yeah, he's complicit in a way, but, he's definitely not the one holding most of the responsibility. And it's interesting that when they're talking about the three ancient weapons, we get crocodile, and it's like, yeah, we know obviously that he was looking for Pluton, but like, does that indicate something in the future? Is crocodile gonna, wanna keep looking for it now? Also, that bit where Sengoku is just chowing down so many cookies. Yeah, you can tell he's so stressed that all of this, that he's most likely known from the moment that he became a fleet admiral. It's all coming to light. He just, so many things that he's had to keep hidden, and now they're just all out in the open. And a kindness reaction. You're really gonna tell him everything? And obviously, as usual, he's angry. But like, I am curious, like, what Akainu thinks of all, the revelations. Is there something about it that he, like the world government has done that he wouldn't agree with? Because we've seen him disagree with the elders before. And I know I said like, oh, we got a hair color for Lily, but not necessarily, the anime has been wrong in the past about character color schemes. So I'll take this with a grain of salt, but yeah. And last scene was Rayleigh. Don't want to spoil it for the young. They deserve to have their fun. Like, what does he mean by this? Because, in Saboti, Rayleigh said, like, we were too early. But why? What made the Roger Pirates say that? Is it because they would have to wait for the Nika fruit to be awakened again? I don't know what it is that they've been waiting for, that the Roger Pirates themselves could not do. But also just the thing of like, he asked, the Straw Hats if they wanted to know what is in Laugh Tale and what the One Piece contains. And Luffy said a resounding no. And now, without anyone asking, Vegapunk is just revealing big things. So that could also be related to that, like, just let people find out by themselves. But also, like, this feels selfish, no? Like, people should have the right to know a lot of this stuff. Especially the world is sinking. Like, that feels like the whole world should have that information, but I don't know what's going through drunk Rayleigh's mind. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. But yeah, like, there was very little action in the episode, but the way that the direction really helped the character moments and the lore reveals, fantastic. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.